Throughout this course, you're going to run into and need to solve for a variety of time value of money problems. These problems you'll encounter are primarily in chapters 5, 6, 10, and 11, and there's a few different ways that you can go about solving them. One, of course, is utilize Excel, and if you're a proficient Excel user already, this would certainly be an option for you. If you're not already a very proficient Excel user, my preference would be to utilize a financial calculator. This is my recommendation and my personal preference. So let's take a look at an example on how we can utilize the built-in financial calculator tool that's already within the problems that you'll see in the study plan, your homework problems, as well as the exam problems. Let's go ahead and take a look at, again, Chapter 5. And if you already have a handheld calculator, financial calculator, the recommended is the Texas Instruments BA2 Plus. Still good to have that as a backup, just in case there's any technical issues on the computer. Or you can utilize a version of it through your mobile phone. Just download an application as well, very simply. But again, if we take a look at a practice problem, you can see that there are financial calculator tools already built into the specific problems. And you'll see it here with the financial calculator icon. If I click on that calculator icon, it's going to pop up the financial calculator. It's going to look and feel very much like the BA2 Plus by Texas Instruments that's recommended for the course. There are a couple of minor differences, but this one is actually a little bit more user-friendly even than the Texas Instruments BA2 Plus model. So let's run this problem real quick and just see how we work the inputs and how it displays up here in the display settings, which again is another benefit to the handheld or even mobile phone application, in that it shows you your inputs up here at the top along with the timeline that you'll see depicted up there soon. So in this particular problem, we're making a deposit, a one-time deposit up front into a savings account. So that's going to be our $2,900, and technically a negative. It's technically in time value money terms considered an outflow. So $2,900 is going to be our present value. That money is going to be held in that savings account for 1 year, so that's going to be 1N. N is the number of periods. And the interest rate is 0.8%, so that's our rate for the year. So we're going to do 0.8, then I over Y, which is interest per year, interest per period. Okay. There's no payment, there's no periodic payment such as an annuity would be, so we leave that blank or 0. And you can see again all the inputs up here. So we have $2,900 is our present value, 0.8% is a rate for 1 year, and then again our timeline depicted up here with the scenario. So we just simply hit compute future value, which is what we're solving for. There's our answer there. So our $2,900 deposit up front is going to yield an end result after a year of $2,923.20. So if I just simply put that answer into the problem here and verify it, I see that that's correct. And now I can just very efficiently move on to the next problem. And if I have a problem that I'm working that has multiple parts, I could simply re-plug in the new numbers for the additional parts and resolve for future value or whatever component I'm looking for. Or I can bring up the calculator on the next problem in the same manner that I did this one. Note that if I have a number that I've input and I start inputting it incorrectly, I can just simply hit the clear button to clear it out. Everything still remains up here, and I could re-input that number. So if the number is supposed to be 2,800, I could input 2,800. Present value, and it changes it up here, and I can recompute for future value, and there's my new answer. If that was what the problem was, starting with $2,800. And then if I want to clear this problem out completely, I can just simply hit the reset button, and that will zero out all of my inputs up top.